Hey everyone. Okay, so today's video blog is going to be about another question that I get pretty often, and that question is, do I need to run outside of my CrossFit time? And if I do, how much do I need to in order to get ready for my next marathon, long distance run, whatever it may be? We have a lot of runners here. We got a big support group for running. A lot of people join this gym because they want to, take their running to the next level. They want to get stronger, okay? And CrossFit's definitely going to help you out with that. But there's also a lot of confusion about how much to do, when to do it, if you need to do it at all. There's some people that say you don't need to run at all outside of CrossFit, okay? I'm going to help to bring a little bit more clarity to that. So with that, I'm going to use the board to help me explain a little bit more. Let's get this nutrition challenge, yay. Okay. So in order to answer this question, I'm going to use one of CrossFit's models, right? This is something that I don't teach yet in fundamentals, but maybe I should, right? So if we take this graph, right, on one end we have time or duration of effort, and the other we have power, right? I already did this in another video, right? So we have what, 1 minute, 2 minutes, all right, 60 minutes, all the way out here, power output, expressed in foot-pounds per second, minute, whatever. All right, so your body uses 3 different energy pathways in order to get things done, okay? Whenever we're doing, some sort of exercise or doing any sort of daily task, this thing's kind of lopsided, sorry. We're using usually a combination of all 3 in some way. However, I'm going to kind of generalize here. So for your sprint efforts, you have the phosphagen pathway, right? This is very much a crash and burn kind of pathway, right? So this is how much power we're outputting. This is how much time. Actually, here it should be, more like 1 minute out here, 2 minutes out here, right? This is a very, very short energy pathway. This is like your 60-meter sprint, right? This is like, your 1 rep max deadlift or something like that, right? If it's a really short, intense burst of effort, you're using mainly phosphagen, okay? So, playing around with the colors here. The next one, glycolytic, right? Glycogen. Glycogen is your middle pathway, okay? It peaks at, somewhere around 1 minute, basically. This is like your 800-meter run. This one sucks, by the way, the most, okay? This is like your fight gone bad, right? Where you're just almost totally gassed in a movement, and then you're switching gears right away and moving to another one, to where you can just barely hang on at that peak energy level, right? It usually peaks out at about a minute. The last one is oxidative, right? Where your body is using oxygen, right, as its main source of effort. Its main source of energy, rather. So this right here is your long energy pathway. This is the one that carries you through long distance running, marathons, things like that, right? So, you would be using this, if you're doing slow biking, swimming, things like that, or Metcon type of things. All right, so here's the thing. Here's the whole point of this video, right? I'm sorry to kind of nerd out and bore you guys, but here's what it's coming down to. This is where aerobic and anaerobic separate. Your aerobic is on this side here, towards oxygen, okay? That's how aerobic activity is classified. It uses mainly oxygen. And then you have the other 2 shorter energy pathways here. This is all anaerobic. Here's the thing. Increasing your anaerobic capacity also increases your aerobic capacity. That means if I do only CrossFit, that hangs out mostly here, right? Most of our workouts are short and intense. We'll go over here sometimes, but for the most part, it's here. If I increase that, my oxidative pathway, right, my aerobic work capacity is also going to increase. However, if I only increase my aerobic work capacity, my anaerobic is going to decrease, right? That's like the person who, can run marathons, but they're really skinny and they can't do a push-up, right? What's a better alternative? A better alternative is to work on both, right? And that's what CrossFit pretty much does. However, we hang out mostly in the short duration of effort. So if I'm training for a marathon, do I really need to hang out here most of the time? No. You should be hanging out here most of the time and venturing into here, less than half the time, really. Okay? It really depends on who you are, what distance you're going for, what your experience level is, all that stuff. But either way, do not go on 5-mile runs outside of CrossFit on a regular basis. Completely unnecessary. Ask our owner, John, right, who was just able to pick up and go and on a full marathon, right, 26.2 miles from doing pretty much just CrossFit training, okay? It is possible. Hope that helps to answer some questions and dispel some myths. Leave comments, subscribe, like, all that stuff, right? Get us up there in the rankings, and let me know what else you guys want to hear about. Thanks.